Sky Sports coverage of the NFL International Series brings us across the pond. We're in North London and the impressive Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. And off we go from North London. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Here we go. Check. 70 step back, man. Go.
Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. He's got room to run right at the start. And he'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Ready. 19 Tiger. Check smash. Press go, lady. Get up.
He'll run it. This is Jerome Ford. He'll manage only a couple. Late Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Press go, lady. Panther 11. Ready.
From the gun, it's Sanders. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
7 Pirates. Go. Panther 60. Warriors 17. Ready.
3rd and 2. Now Sanders. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Cleveland.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Ready. Hawk 70. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Judkins. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down.
18 Rattler. Rig away.
They run it once more with Judkins.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 2-yard gain.
Austin Seibert now for this field goal try. This will be from 47 yards.
A 47-yard attempt.
Cyber's kick is good. And the Brass will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
The dangerous Miko Hardman on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 42-yard line.
Now here's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
Vikings at the 47-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
He's got his tight end, Hopkinson. 15 yards through the air. First down, Minnesota.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll put Addison in motion. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
Throwing again is McCarthy. He connects with Jordan Addison. And he will score! Jordan Addison, touchdown Vikings. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. To throw is Sanders. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Ready.
3rd, they need 8.
19 sacks, 70, stand by, Wolf. Come on.
the shotgun, it's Sanders. He's got his man right side. It's complete. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
19, ready.
Now, Shador, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, Sanders. That is the forward corner, Byron Murphy. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter as they face a difficult 3rd and 12. Now McCarthy. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And that'll set up 4th down. Returnable from the 17. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Get it. Nice.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On the ready. Viking 18. Tempo 80. 19 tight. 69 here. 60. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. That's caught. It's Jerome Ford. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
And Shador on first down. And this ball is going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On second down here, Sanders. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Andrew Van Ginkel in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down.
Here we go. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. 60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 1979 Broncos.
From the gun, it's Shador. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I like the fact that they took a shot on third and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the fourth down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. Mustang 19. Tiger 19.
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Play action now. It's McCarthy. That one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now, Sanders on the run to the right. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. He gets free. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. So now, after the fireworks, a chance to cash in. They have it first and goal. Jones trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. He's got his big tight end. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's his second touchdown of the year.
And it's just so hard to play defense down this close to your own goal line. Of course, you have to be prepared for any sort of goal line run. But then these play-action passes down here are just so hard to account for everybody. And it's simply an easy pitch and catch and results in a touchdown.
Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Okay, ready? Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Off throw. Right side. Taken by Njoku.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. Get the ball out of his hand. See a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
19,
Now it's Sanders. We'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And he will score. David Njoku. Touchdown, Cleveland. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. On play action, here's McCarthy. Working his way across the field. That is caught by Allison. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Jones. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Carson Schlesinger there on the stop.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to London, England after this. Here's second and 9. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible. because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. A gain of 16 on that pass play. It'll be a Vikings first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
He'll get this out loud. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. Third down coming up.
I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. He's got a receiver, it's Addison. That's catch 3 just on this drop, and it gets his team a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
To the air once more is McCarthy. Trying to set the screen there, but that's going to be incomplete. Good work. And then they're defensively gummed up the works a little bit. And it'll bring up second down.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
And he's into the end zone. Jordan Addison, touchdown Vikings. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll take it in at the goal line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
On first down, it's Sanders. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On the set.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10.
70 Rangers, 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now, as the clock will stop at 21 seconds to go until halftime.
It's 2nd and inches.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Sanders. Moving to his right. Taking off. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but They seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Down to the 4, it'll be second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second.
One final throw before the break. Rolling right. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. On the give, it's Jones. And it'll bring this to about the 25. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop.
Gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's second and 6. From the gun, here's McCarthy. To the right side, corralled by Thielen. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 37 yards.
Viking 18. Hey, check that. Check.
They run straight ahead with Jones. And he will get into the end zone. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Come on.
Play action, it's Sanders. Going deep downfield for Judy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jerry Judy, the intended target, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. Quick.
Up the middle goes Judkins here, and he is not going to get away. Might have got a yard, but it will set up third down.
36-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
7 back. Here we go. Cougar 19.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. They get 16 on that connection. It's a Browns first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
That's out wide to Judkins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go now.
They're on the toss here with Judkins. And he'll get back to the scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
This is brought in downfield by Judy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Cleveland.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Mustang 19. Steady.
From the gun, it's Shador. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Cedric Tillman was the intended target. It's second down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
On second down, Sanders. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be close to the first down. Just a yard short of a line to gain, so that'll bring up third and short yardage.
Ready?
So let the fullback try to push the punt.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
In the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. He's going to pick up the Browns first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. For Judkins, he was so effective in college. 50 total TDs at Ohio State and Ole Miss, but that is first in the NFL.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop.
Brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 8.
Let's go now.
To throw, it's McCarthy. To the left side, taken in by Jefferson. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
And I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the 3rd quarter.
They run on the jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but Really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. And I think when you look back at the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
In motion, it's Jefferson. To the air on third down is McCarthy. And over the middle, that's the tight end Hopkinson. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Minnesota.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. Some nose guards in the 3-4 defense, Mike, are just asked to take up space and eat up blockers. But not this guy. He defeats his blocker and makes the tackle. That's playing the nose guard at the next level.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
This one just too far for the receiver, right in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's Judkins. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Brings up second and 7.
From the 23, here's second down and 7.
70, come on. Cougar 19. Scoop.
Now it's Sanders. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the third quarter has come to an end.
Okay, ready.
Gotta get it to the 30. Here comes third down.
60 yards.
Now, Sanders. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's done a really nice nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
Let's go, Dragons 60. 70 Timberwolves. 18 Pioneers. Ready.
They'll throw on first down with Sanders. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
79 Broncos. Ready.
On the give, it's Judkins. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. A gain of 26, and it sets up first and goal. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
Get up.
4. Will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Well, here we go. The Browns will go for 2 here.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
Now, Shador exiting the pocket right. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2.
23.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now a hit. He lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. Jones now on first and 10. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
The tackle made by Devin Bush. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They try again. It's second and 10. Now McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They're right. This is Jordan Mason. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Flush to his right. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Bush.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Thanks, man. Cooking, I see. Ready.
On the ground, Judges. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
The tackle by Isaiah Rogers. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second
From
and
the
8.
34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
Just 70. Go.
Sanders will throw it. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
19 seconds. Dragon 60. Ready.
On 3rd down, Sanders. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground is Mason, and he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Pushed out to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league. When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
18. Pioneer. 79.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Looking deep here for Tillman. And he will go all the way. Cedric Tillman. Touchdown, Cleveland. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Right with the fullback, and he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver falls incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
On second down, here's McCarthy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Running is Jones. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Another try, second and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Third and 2, and here's McCarthy. Open man is Oliver, the tight end. A gain there of 15. It'll be a Vikings first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Good-looking drive rolls on 18 more yards. A run with the fullback hand. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. They'll come up now for second down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Will Riker down on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes Ford on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey, yo! Broncos, 19 tight, 19 tight. 19 light.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
On second down, Sanders. His throw left side, taken in by Johnson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Now Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. The clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game. This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. From the gun, it's Sanders. Out to his right. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback. And I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
So, a win here for the Vikings. And it will be a long but